Tell me when my hand's out of frame.
There.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay, I got room.
Okay.
Oh, you're almost in your juice.
My nasty ass juice.
Hi guys, so today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different for you. Because in the past, I don't know how many months, 8 months, we have worked a variety of jobs. We probably worked at about 6 places each. So that's 12 jobs in customer service field. And we've had some pretty interesting customers. So today we're gonna be telling you a few stories about some of our worst customers.
I think I'm just gonna go off like right off the bat.
Yeah.
When the customer knows more than you do.
Oh, they all do.
Every customer does. You'll be working and they'll just be like, no, that's wrong. It's supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
And it gets me riled up so much because it's just like, I know what you're trying to do. You're just trying to get like discounts, or you're just trying to get something for cheaper. I know how to do my job. Just stop it.
Yeah.
But you can't really say that.
No, because the customer is always right. And if you do say something to them, they'll go online and write a bad review to you.
And that's gonna reflect poorly on you.
Yeah.
So that's just like right off the bat. I hate it when customers know more than you do.
Yeah. Or, okay, to add on to that, customers that come here all the time and it's always like this. Like, I worked at a restaurant serving for about 8 months, and I worked every single day that store was open. We would get customers that would come in and they'd be like, order their pasta, they would order their this, they'd be like, oh, I come here all the time, like you should know what I want. I'm like, I'm sorry, I've worked here for, let's say 6 months and I've never seen your face. You need to order like every other single customer in this store, you know? We had this one grandma who would come in maybe like once every 5 weeks, and she would be the worst person to order because she wouldn't say anything straight. She wanted, what was it? I think it was penne noodles without anything on them. She just wanted them boiled, and then on the side she wanted like ground veal, but she would just say veal. And we had like 3 different kinds of veal. She would just say veal in tomato sauce. And then when you would try and say, do you want ground veal? Do you want strips of veal? Do you want like some like breaded veal? Then she would be like, oh, just veal. Just veal. You should know what I want. Like I get it all the time. And so you would have to essentially just pick one for her and then take it out to her. And if it wasn't right, then she would like complain and get really nasty and like get really crabby and really rude. You actually had her once.
I had her once, and the husband was just like, okay, like, honey, you need to stop.
Yeah.
Like, I heard you order, it's not her fault.
Yeah.
Like, that's what the husband said. But still, she was being a pain. She's like, no, we order here all the time. They should know. People don't know that we don't only serve you unless they actually literally come every single day and order the same thing every single day at the same time. Then yeah, we will remember you. But if you come like even like every other week, we're not gonna remember you. We go through so much shit every single day that it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. So it was rough. She was a pain in the ass.
So
don't be that customer.
Okay. I work at a grocery store. I'm not allowed to say the name. We're not going to say the names of any of the places that we work with because we still do respect them. But I work at a grocery store, and I had this one couple that this was like literally my first day working there, working by myself. I didn't have anyone training me. It was just me. And there's this espresso that has 2 like it wasn't scanning. And so like when an item doesn't scan, you have to call someone to get the price, and then you have to call an override girl in order to put the price in because you need a supervisor's password. And that particular time, they weren't getting back to me the quickest, but because of that, the customer was super annoyed. They were just like at my ear, like barking, is like the first thing that they say is like, we don't want to wait for you. We don't want to wait for you while you play on your phone. Just give it to us for $2. Like, we don't want to
What
wait. Like,
espresso is $2?
exactly. Like, it was a big case of espresso. I know for sure it's not gonna be $2 because it's an Italian espresso.
Yeah.
That's gonna be at least $5. And I'm not playing on the phone. I'm just trying to work so you can leave. And like, it got to the point where customers behind this particular couple actually like came up to me and were like, we're not all like this. That was unbelievable. We apologize for them. When my override girl came and when my price came, it didn't turn out to be $2. It turned out to be $6.67.
Wow.
I mean, to the point where other customers apologize for you.
That's sad.
That's very sad.
You are an adult and you're acting like a child. That's just, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, they should have manners, lesson like etiquette for adults.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like, we're just doing our job.
Yeah.
It's not like we're like fucking around or we're just like, okay, these people are like ridiculous. I'm just gonna stand here. I was actually trying to do something so you can leave as fast because I wanted you to leave
Exactly.
as soon as possible. I didn't want to have to deal with you anymore.
And honestly, what person would try and make a customer angry when you still have to deal with them? you know?
Exactly.
Like the easiest way to deal with customers is to maintain their happiness. Just make sure they're happy, and they're so much easier to deal with.
Okay, you.
People are dumb. Okay, one of my favorites. I'm working at a new company, and the most popular thing for customers to do is to blame me for my company policy. So let's say you're trying to return something, but due to hygienic reasons, you can't return it. And I'm telling the customer this, and they're like, oh no, like the girl I bought it from said I could return it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, it's against our customer policy, or our company policy, so I can't take it back from you. And then they stand there and they create a scene, and the girl who sold it to me said I could return it, and like, you're just being so difficult, this is terrible customer service. Meanwhile, all I'm saying is like, I really do apologize, ma'am, but I can't take that from you for hygienic reasons. And it does make sense, like 100% makes sense that something that's being on your body in a place that shouldn't be touched,
Sharing around.
Yeah, even if it's just like earrings, or if it's like undergarments or something like that, you know? Certain things that have been on your body, you can't return them, you know? So customers really like to like create a huff and like scream, and they think that if they cause a commotion that we'll give in, but we're not allowed to give in. So I literally just have to deal with screaming customers.
The last one would be ordering 5 minutes before we close. I had a lot of customers who I worked at like at a call center where people will call in and order, and some customers would call like 2 to 5 minutes before we close, and they would just be like, oh, are you guys closed, or are you still like taking orders? And they've called multiple times, so they know. Like I see that they've ordered previously. They know our closing hours. And I'm just like, oh, we're closing in 5 minutes. And then it'll be like, great, awesome, okay, I can still order. And then they would just take forever to order. Like, yeah, okay, I'll still take your orders just because technically I'm supposed to, but
You're supposed to get the order in. Here's a pro tip. If you're going to a place to order right before the deadline, get the order in before the closing hour. Because after closing hours, a lot of places just completely shut down, and you are literally stuck working overtime for customers who don't give a shit about you, you know?
your people in the kitchen are already cleaning up, and you're just taking your time to order. And then when I hit like send to the kitchen at 5 minutes after closing, they have to put everything back, they have to like turn everything on again, and it just like it really upsets the kitchen people because they're just there every single throughout the whole day. Alright guys, thanks for watching.
If you liked the video, like it, subscribe down below if you want to see more of us, and share this video if you have any friends who are really crappy customers.
Bye!